One.
Hello, Carl.
Hello, and welcome Salvete Omnis to Hazard Bedlam 4.0. Bedlam indeed, live for more. I am your humble but no less voluble Patreon guy, Carl, aka Cat Backpack. Emily.
I'm Emily Chase. I am your Goblin of Ceremonies email goblin. That person in the Ghost in the Shell where their fingers turn into 100 fingers and type a lot. That's pretty much me.
You are many goblins,
In a trench coat.
including the Mind Goblin. Um, So, Hazard Bedlam, as you may or may not be aware, is an event that we here at Lit Escalates run for you, fans of the best-selling book series Red Rising by none other than Pierce Brown. Um, if you, in fact, are unfamiliar with what it is that we do here at Lit Escalates, one, check out our website at lit-escalates.com, and two, how did you get here?
I don't know. How did I get here? No.
No, no, sorry, that was for everybody else, not for you, Emily. I know how you're here. Um, so we have got so much amazing shit in store for you tonight, dear Howlers. Um, but let's get a little bit into how Hazard Bedlam operated this year. This event had two phases, in case you are unaware of these things. The first having been a sale of game pieces meant to give participants a sneak peek into what we've been cooking for you in the Lit Escalates lab to continue the Red Rising universe after the eventual release of Red God, happening so much sooner than you might think. So these were three separate images broken up into 24 tiles, each of which revealed a different aspect of the upcoming project as soon as you completed them. Emily, do you want to tell the folks at home about the prizes, or do you want to?
Well, there were some fabulous prizes this year. Let me see if I can remember them without any notes. I bet I can. So, prize number one was a
I'd wager.
chance to meet Pierce Brown during HowlerCon 2.0, which will be in conjunction with the release of Red God. So, more details on that. And that is very exciting. We also had a series of additional prizes. We had cameo videos from Pierce himself. We had Tim Gerard Reynolds, the
The next best
fabulous,
thing.
yeah, the fabulous
Yeah.
narrator for the audiobooks, doing custom voicemails for some folks. And of course, there were also some advanced reader copies of Red God. So, did I miss any of our prizes, Carl?
There is
Oh,
the instant winner prizes,
oh yeah, those are also important.
which were, yeah, these are also really cool. So the so like the first instant winner prize is a patch uh from the central house of the upcoming project redacted um that we're cooking for you, and then also the special exclusive teas for the other instant winners, which also must be claimed by the 1st of October. So
Email
if you receive
me.
one of those if you receive one of those instant winner prizes, email Emily before the 1st of October or else lose all your shit.
All right, so now that we know about the prizes, I hear that there's some sort of reveal happening. Oh, or do we want to talk about
There
stage
is,
two?
however, there was also a second phase to this whole Hazard Bedlam shooby dooby, which if anybody should know about, it's probably you, Emily.
So stage
So
two,
stage two,
oh, stage
go
two
ahead.
of Hazard Bedlam took place on Discord, and many howlers showed up to help to. I see people are
To
complaining about
live
my
for more.
microphone. Do you want me to do? Does this help? I feel like this might be a user problem, so we'll find out. I'm going to hold my microphone close to my mouth, though. So, stage two was took place on Discord, and it was a series of weekly themes inspiring people for the overall theme to live for more. And each week, people submitted their community service and outreach projects that they did and the ways that they reach out to make their communities better and they help the society to improve. So later in the event, we're going to be passing out laurels to the special howlers that were chosen by their fellow howlers as the nominees for special Howler Callsigns. I said howler a lot of times in a row there. But I feel like, again, maybe there's something else that people are here for. Do you remember what that is?
Well, it may. Do I know what that is? Do I know what that is? My God, I've been heavily involved in this from the very start. This next stage of the Red Rising universe will be revealed to you shortly by the Master Maker, Artifacts Maximus, the only boss anyone should ever want to have, Joel Daniel Phillips. And
Hello,
the man of the hour, or however the fuck long it ends up taking, whose diseased brain droppings have entertained so very many of us throughout this saga, the one, the only, Pierce Bryan.
Carl, why did it go sideways? Oh, yeah, we
I
had
don't
an
know.
error. Did Carl just say diseased brain droppings?
I did
I
say
think
that,
he
yes.
did say disease brain
I
droppings.
like that. I like that. You're
I
kind of like
also,
you're kind of like the herald in A Knight's Tale. I think it's Chaucer, right? We just
How's it
need you
going?
going out in
yeah,
front with the tabard and announcing us everywhere.
yeah, just put me in your cat backpack and I'll be right there.
Cat backpack, perfect. Well, for those of you guys who are new to Lit Escalates, I want to give you a little background on Joel over here. Joel was with me on Red Rising before I even had an agent. In fact, I'd already been rejected by about 29 when Joel, who didn't like me very much at first, met him through his brother and was invited over to their house, which was in the woods of Washington. And they're kind of like the Weasleys because they make pipe bombs like when they were like 14 in their backyard and shot
Hey, no,
fireworks and have
no,
all
no
these
dropping illegal
constructed things.
information, Pierce.
Sorry, buddy. Okay, so they did totally legal things, but we're a very creative family. And I went inside the house that their parents built themselves. And every book on their bookshelf was a book that I'd read as a kid. And Joel and I were we had dinner and then we're sitting by the fire afterwards. And I started telling them about Red Rising and start telling them about, the influences on it and all these things. And Joel, was wild with excitement because it was so many of his influences as a child as well. And we came up with the color sigils that night. And then I remember waking up and you'd already texted me the Helm of Ares. And then shortly thereafter, you did the maps for Red Rising. And so you've been with me along on this whole journey. So I just want to introduce you properly to these folks.
Well, thank you, Pierce. It's been a wild journey, and what we have to reveal tonight is the most ridiculously epic part of that journey so far, and I'm so excited to share it with everybody here. Um, but before we dive into that, Pierce, how's your day?
My day.
I just want to
So
make
I
everyone
have
sure we're just trying
It's
to
great.
have
Well,
and
are we just trying to make them wait longer? Yeah, I've been juggling knives basically, but it's all good. It's all good stuff. Hopefully have some fun announcements shortly. But yeah, it's been good. How's your day been?
It's been great. It's been, mostly getting prepped for this, and it's been really good. I'm excited for the world to finally see this project that we have been working on now for, gosh, more than a year. So, I
Oh
feel
man,
like
yeah, and especially because this is a little how would I say an evil baby that I cooked up between Lightbringer and Red God, because I often need a palate cleanser between books just so I don't go insane being in the Red Rising, world all this time. But usually that's how to say it, TVs, shows and movies that don't end up getting made. This time I decided to stick around the Red Rising world and create something on my off time that then has taken a little bit of time in the logistics side and creating the other elements of it. So it's been how would I say it, a secret that I've had for a little while and fun to finally see it materialize, especially with your help, because thank God, you and the team, thank God, Carl, Emily, everyone here has contributed to what you guys are about to see.
It's been a labor of love, but I think we've waited long enough. I think we've made our folks here wait too long, perhaps
Yeah.
even. And so I think
They
Emily,
have been
Patient people.
accusing you of edging them.
we may be.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, we want
uh,
blue ball.
Your
Just
game,
edging.
Pixies.
no more
Yeah,
edging.
yeah.
Let's make it happen.
No more
Emily, will you
edging.
please cue up the video.
Absolutely, I will.
Lo, Howlers. Red Rising isn't ending with Red God. Wipe away your tears, and welcome to the Book of Lorne. Episode 1. Honor in the First. The statue of the Gold Woman is thick and uncharacteristically short for her color. Her armor is utilitarian, unadorned except for the image of a griffin depicted head-on. Below her, a metal plaque has been affixed. It reads, Honor in the First. Am I really so naive that I thought I could just knock on this door and ask him to instruct me? And here I thought the morning to be free of storms. The voice rumbles from behind me. I go still. I turn to see the most famous warrior alive. Years and war have left this man like a spit of land pummeled by the waves of the sea, until all that remains is proud cliffs, violent scarps, and impish breaker sprays of mischief and danger in his eyes. He nods to the plaque. These words first belonged to my mother, Nepheli au Arcus, who lived every single day of her life governed by a code of honor, except for the day that she died. My dearest Lorne, this is the last you will hear from your father and I for some time. If the night goes well, we will come for you when it is safe. If not, then I am sorry, for the future of House Arcos will fall to you. I regret that it has come to this, that we must place ourselves in the service of a criminal. But our house cannot survive under your father's debts. We have no choices left. Son, what we do tonight, we do for you. To give you a chance at a life of honor, purpose, duty. I love you, my son. And if this is indeed our last goodbye, then I would bid thee to memorize the lesson I so badly forgot today. Under pain of consequence, honor in the first, honor in the last. The Book of Lorne, available now on shitescalates.com.
Hey, yo. What?
Hello, hello. It's funny because on our end, for Pierce and I, we can't see what you guys see, so it's hard to even tell if we're live. But I believe we are live again. Emily, is that correct?
We're live.
That is correct.
Believe it or not, you are live. Alive and
Well,
on
first
time.
off, guys,
Apparently,
holy
the
shit.
website did crash. The Shit Escalates website did crash, so don't worry, y'all.
Jesus. Okay. Well, so first off, welcome to the Book of Lorne. Pierce, do you want to tell us a little bit about the Book of Lorne, what it is, the format, a little bit about the story before we dive into some of the details?
Yeah, as some of your readers might know, Lorne's sure, or how I say it, the books didn't get to explore Lorne quite as much as I wanted because Lilith is a bit nasty with the knife. So I wanted to explore Lorne. I felt that a lot of his mythos and the history was wrapped up in mystery, and I wanted to explore the quotes particularly, and how Lorne learned those quotes. But I also wanted to explore those lost years. One of my favorite books of all time is Shadows of the Empire, which takes place between um, 5 and 6 in Star Wars. And I remember, reading about Prince Caesar and the Black Sun and having such a good time, discovering that, the kind of the shadowy world between the big movies. And what I wanted to do with Lorne is explore a bit of his history, explore the society, but also explore a lot of the other characters that Lorne has backstory with, such as Nero, Octavia, and his relations with the Rim, the war that led to the burning of Rhea, Lorne's lost loves, Lorne's tragedies, Lorne's defeats, victories, and the conquests that made him the legend that he is and gave him the nickname Stoneside. And I wanted to do this in a different medium than just a book, right? So what you'll be getting is a prose section at the beginning of each of these episodes, written from Darrow's perspective as he tries to get Lauren to teach him. And then, eventually, obviously does. And why he has to do this in secrecy, what he learns from Lauren in terms of the martial aspect, but also in terms of being a gold and being a man. And the lessons that Lauren teaches him will be then shown in comic format. Because I didn't want to get into Lauren's first person narration. I didn't want this to I wanted to have fun, and in many ways I wanted to do this in the way that I first experienced science fiction. I was a 80s baby, a 90s kid, and my favorite thing in the world, or one of my favorite things in the world, was library liquidation sales. And I got these old sci-fi magazines um, that were like astounding science fiction. And God, I would buy them for a bucket, or maybe 50 cents at the library liquidation sales. And
Hell yeah.
it was how I first encountered Asimov. It was how I encountered Heinlein for the first time. So Joel, I'll kick it back over to you because I can go on forever. And I know we got a
Yeah,
time frame here.
I love hearing about how this was written, even though we've been talking about it for more than a year now. But just to kind of sum up a little bit for everyone here watching the live stream. So the Book of Lorne, as Pierce mentioned, is a split episode format. So each episode features, in the first part, a bit of Pierce's writing of Darrow's POV while Lorne is training him. And then the second half of each episode is essentially a curated flashback to Lorne's life as he's learning the lessons that he's teaching Darrow in real time. And that is in comic format by the one and only Giannis Milano Giannis, who is one of the preeminent comic artists working today. And we've been working with Giannis for more than a year now on this content. And it's absolutely beautiful, as you saw from the teaser video. So what's going to happen is that all of this content is going to be, instead of being released as a standalone book, as might be traditional for someone like Pierce, we decided to launch it through our Patreon, and we're going to launch it in episodic format. That's going to come out every Tuesdays and Thursdays on our website, shit-escalates.com, which, Emily, can you pop that up on the screen for everyone to see written out? And we did it this way for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, creating this sort of content
Wow.
is it's a lot of content.
Can-
We're talking about hundreds of pages of comics. We're employing this incredible comic artist for more than a year to make this project, and to make this happen as a small company directly to you. We decided to do it through Patreon to be able to make this happen, and because we wanted to release it in a way that directly involved the community, in a way that connected directly to everyone. And Pierce, that was kind of your concept. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I've done a comic before. I did one with Dynamite and did the Sons of Ares. And in that, I learned a lot, and one of the things I learned is that when I write my books, I'm a tyrant. I'm sitting alone, vacuum sealed room pretty much, and playing with the characters I made, and there's something delicious about being tyrannical. And it takes a group of people to make a project like this. It takes a group of people, even bigger group of people, to make film or TV, and so each time you do something different, it takes a big group of people. What I wanted to do was work with people that I get to that were friends already, that would manage the property, knowing it and loving it before it came across their desk at a publishing house. And so first and foremost, I wanted to involve the people that I knew already loved the franchise. I wanted to be able to do it through Lit Escalates, do it like ourselves, right? To have total control over it. And then third, I wanted it to be something that is living, like a living document or a living experiment, really. Because when I do a book, I just plop it down in front of you and say, eat, and that's one thing. But one of the things that's been really inspiring to me is how much this community of howlers, the community of readers has grown. I mean, how would I say it? They kept the coals alive when it took me 4 years to do Lightbringer. And it's grown so much since 11 years ago, Red Rising came out. And more fun to, instead of just doing this secrecy and then plopping out like a big book through a traditional publisher, to be able to have the experience of it, the behind the scenes stuff, sharing different types of content, help be shaped by the readers themselves, the howlers, the people who are, how do I say this? There's a lot of casual readers out there, and that's fine. But I want this to be for the casual readers, but also especially for the diehards, the ones who want to be involved and see how the things are put together, to see Carl's participation in this, to see Giannis's early sketches, his great early sketches, and how the characters morph from that early interpretation to the final aspect of it. And through Patreon, we're going to be able to do that in a way that you just can't do in a comic book or in a bound graphic novel. So that's part of the kind of a combination of all the reasons that this made sense. But the best thing is the feedback is going to allow us to improve it and make it even better for the people who are participating in this experiment with us. And so we can do like these HBO behind the episode type things, and really hopefully make it feel more democratic than a tyrant Pierce sitting in a room killing your characters.
To be clear, he's still writing this, and you don't get to change his mind. However, we are very excited about launching this in a space that is about community. So a little bit kind of about the process for you guys, because this is new for a lot of folks who probably haven't done Patreon before, and this is also kind of a new way of marrying Patreon and our new website. So the way this is going to work is it's hosted, as I said, on shit-escalates.com, and all of the Book of Lauren content will be unavailable to anyone who is not a subscriber to our Patreon. And so once you connect your Patreon to the website, then you'll have full access. You'll be able to see everything. And it's just a one-time sort of authentication activation. Please shoot us an email if you have any issues with the process. But we're really excited about this website in particular because we don't just see this site as a place to read the Book of Lauren, although that's probably the main reason most of you will be there. But it also has the ability to comment. We'll hopefully have more community interaction on that space. We wanted it to create a new home for Howlers that was sort of an official hub that wasn't just this new content. So in addition to the Book of Lauren, we'll also have a patron-only shop. We'll be releasing early access stuff from Lit Escalates, exclusive stuff, and all sorts of other fun goodies. So it's going to be really fun. And a couple of notes just about the Patreon process specifically. So you go to the website right now and you see the locked content that says you can't access this until you're a Patreon subscriber, and you go through the process. It'll drop you in at the base tier to access the Book of Lauren. That's $5 a month. However, there are also a couple of other tiers that are available. So if you start on the Patreon side of things or later decide to change your pledge level, you are able to do a couple of fun subscription-based things. So first off, we have our the main $5 tier is called Club Members. The second tier up is Club Supporters, which is $15 a month. And in addition to the Book of Lauren, the website, early drop access, all of that stuff, you will get a collectible metal metal embossed decal subscription that will feature the quotes from Lauren that are at the center of each episode. So you'd receive one of those for each episode. And then next tier up, the top tier, Club VIPs, is $30 a month, and that gets everything below it, including the decals, as well as a printed ash can, which in comic speak is an ARC copy, essentially, of the actual episode. So you would get one for each episode mailed out to you. So if you're interested in more content, that's there. If you just want to read the Book of Lauren, jump in at $5 a month. And then for anybody who Patreon it's not your cup of tea, that's also fine. We will be eventually releasing this in book format, and You just won't be able to read it quite yet. So that's the goodies, as it were. And I think
Judging by our page count, it's gonna be kind of a large book. Our
yes,
current page count. Or am I
This
allowed to
is
talk about like the
gonna
page
be
count of the first episode?
yeah,
a
absolutely, yeah,
big
please.
girl for sure.
Carl, what's the final page count? Is it 42 with prose and
It's
comic strip?
40 interior pages and then 4 pages for covers. So 40 on the guts, which
Oh,
is
what about are
that's
you?
a big
Yeah,
boy.
hopefully you're counting your fun and matter.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that means a
so
lot. How would I say it? There's gonna be a lot of fun Easter eggs. We've had a lot of fun putting this together. There's some
it's
silliness involved. If you
it's
see something that's kind of off the walls, blame Carl.
yeah,
Yep. That's
and a little bit
usually
more, yeah, about Carl. So some of you may know who have been on our Patreon, for the last couple of years. Carl is Patreon guy Carl, but Carl has many more skills in managing you mangy howlers, and one of those skills is that he actually has a master's in comics. And so Carl has been the lead comics editor on this project and has done an incredible job working with Pierce and the story editor, Mike Graff. Shout out to Mike. Mike has also been an incredible asset helping put all of this together, as well as,
yeah,
of
Mike
And
course,
that's the
rules.
fun thing is Mike's been with me as my editor since Red Rising. So he's
Hmm.
also jumped on board right here. So we have some continuity at play.
and Carl has had the unenviable job of liaison between curmudgeonly writers and their writing caves and a incredible comic
Yeah,
artist side of the
we
world,
are
and trying
sorry,
to
Carl.
meld these
Yeah,
things
and
together.
also teaching us a lot about comics. Yeah,
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 it's
Yeah,
trying to confine us to the pages. Yeah, I
there's a lot
apologize
of
for everything, Carl.
don't
yeah.
worry about it.
And Carl,
There's a lot of like specific things that are involved in the creation of a comic book that don't necessarily translate to prose. And that's like that is one of my jobs here at Lit Escalates to make sure this
and you're doing a great
this works.
job at it. You're absolutely killing it.
I'm pretty sure
So
he's the
before
only
Oh,
one on
God.
the editorial team that has a master's. So that's the problem. Is like when I'm like, I don't know if I agree. It's like Joel's like, well, he does have a master's. I'm like,
So I think we should open up to a quick Q&A here. We'll make it real fast. A quick Q&A from comments here about anybody who has questions about Book of Lorne, the process to get in, all of the above. Shoot it in the comments, and Carl will ask us here on the chat.
There have been a large number of people who are asking about print editions, but you've already addressed this. There's a lot of folks who are asking about HBO, but I feel like we're not going to talk about that right now. And then a large number of people as well are asking after your OnlyFans, Big Daddy.
well, I've been thinking about doing some foot related content for a while. But
Oh yeah,
how would I say it? You never know which foot is mine out there. I could be already on there.
that's
So
true. There's a lot of feet out there.
how would I say this? If the project needs more funding, maybe I can foot the bill.
Chat, don't make me call
and-
Rupert the dog, who is our HR manager.
I'm seeing in my chat here lots of questions about when the physical book will be available. So that will be available after the entire arc of the first 9 episodes finish posting on the Patreon, which isn't quite set in stone yet because we're going to be, kind of releasing those in real time. But each episode is going to take 6 to 8 weeks to release. And I'm an artist, I'm bad at math. You do the math. But sometime in 2027 would be when we're finishing up that cycle, most likely.
And to be honest, the creation of art, because we don't believe in using AI for this. Giannis is an immensely talented artist, and we're privileged to have him. But Giannis, to do quality work, takes time. And so because we don't believe in using AI, and Lit Escalates is kind of founded on this principle of promoting other artists, it's going to be a long time frame. It'll be about, was it 9 months for the first installment of all of them, which is about,
More than it'll be closer
nine
to
episodes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and that's because certain things take time when you do them by hand.
Yep. Once we finish the run of it on Patreon, we will be offering it in some form, printed form, as a volume or a set of volumes. TBD on that front. So one of the other reasons we launch it through Patreon is to get a sense of, how many we should print, things like that. So if if you're not a Patreon person, you'll have to be patient, but maybe this can make you a Patreon person. You can help make this amazing project a reality, because it's big. It's very, very big. Pierce
A lot of pages.
funny story.
Yeah.
Extremely bigly. It's a bigly based project for sure.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Yeah.
the other question that I had, or that I received from the chat most recently, if they join Patreon late, say, oh, I don't know, next month or something, will they still have access to earlier content?
yes, they will. So you can jump in now or jump in at any future date, and you would then get access to the entire archive that had been posted before on the website. So that is totally up to you. If finances are tight, you can jump in and out. That's also fine. It's not really viable with the higher tiers where you're getting a physical thing, because of obvious reasons. But we want to make this accessible as to the entire community. So jump in later if you can, or jump in now if you can, and we hope you'll join
Yeah.
for the whole ride.
And I think the key for this is to not make it feel like a toll and feel like participating. So when you want to feel like you're participating, come in. If it's tolling in and out and then we lock up the episodes, I don't know if that really we're comfortable with that kind of model. So thanks for that question of clarification.
What other
Um,
cool things will be on the Patreon?
Oh my God,
Lots
there's
of other
gonna be
cool
so many
things. So if you're new to the Patreon, one of the things that we've been offering for a while now is early drop access for all of our drops. You'll get a password a few minutes before the drop. We have behind the scenes content, little bits from Pierce, things that are sort of early announcements. We have a private Instagram, which is Shit Escalates, which a little bit of a funny story for anybody not in the know, was actually the original name of Lit Escalates. We only changed that when we brought on other authors and decided we had to figure out how to do advertising, and Google wouldn't let us have a swear word in our name. But so a company LLC is, if you've seen Shit Escalates LLC. So this whole project was a bit of a beautiful sort of full circle moment for us here at Lit Escalates, where we're finally able to do a larger form project and go back to these original handles and websites that we had saved from the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean, shit escalates started as an accident, right? You had the great idea to do a fundraiser for COVID, where proceeds went all to COVID, and we did Howler bandanas, and we didn't know there were that many people who were that enthusiastic about Red Rising, and so then shit escalates grew until we needed search engine optimization, and shit escalates really tough to get up there.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are talking away here, and I am also very aware that there are many Howlers who are waiting to receive a Howler name from you, Pierce. So if you jumped on late, we launched this entire live stream here talking about Hazard Bedlam, which was the fourth iteration of Hazard Bedlam, which is a community game that we play every year that in various ways is all about activating the Howler community. This year we sold puzzle pieces that piece together the cover, the first page of the comics, and the first page of prose from the Book of Lauren. We've done lots of other things. And the second part of Hazard Bedlam is always a community project of some form, something that brings Howlers together, competing against, or in this case, working together. And so I'm gonna hand it back and bring Emily and Carl back in to talk a little bit about what's happening next. And if you're just here for the Book of Lauren, feel free to stick around, but we're going to be done talking about that for now. Head to shitescalates.com to learn more.
Hold on. One last question. What does your friendship bracelet say?
Ooh.
This one says you prime.
Oh,
You
she's so
prime.
prime.
Yeah. I love getting these at signings, and I take home like a whole armful of them, and
Hell yeah.
I, wear them till they break or until I find someone who is befitting who befits the bracelet. So if I meet someone worthy, I give them the bracelet. Usually that's in another signing line and stuff like that. But if you guys want to make me more friendship bracelets, I'll wear them. And this is one of my favorites. It's got an eyeball. I think, yeah, it's got an eyeball, so I like to think that's Pliny's right there.
And last time Pierce was out in Tulsa signing books, he gifted me with a lovely friendship bracelet that was gifted to him by one of you that said Howler on it. And I handed it to my almost 2-year-old son who flushed it down the drain. So I need another one.
No,
So give Pierce more to give to me because it is lost.
there's a higher
All right,
attrition rate on these bracelets than
yeah.
Red of the Free Legions.
All right, we have to announce some winners of the stage 2 of Hazard Bedlam. Let's make that
We'll do
happen,
it.
everybody. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and learning about the Book of Lorne.
Yeah,
If
thank you
there
all.
are further questions, and I know there fucking are, these will be addressed through email to me on the Patreon. So if you want information about that, you should probably back that, man.
Carl, turn on your camera.
And maybe we can maybe I
It's
can record some answers to some of these questions. We can put it either on the Patreon or like I guess I could start a YouTube channel. Or maybe we should. Well, we'll get it to you.
When you say you, who does that
I'll
mean?
let these guys tell me what to do. I'll let these guys tell me what to do. I have ideas, guys. No, Pierce, stop.
Always
That's
good idea.
why we're here.
Carl,
All
your
right,
camera's not
Master
on.
Ceremonies. Emily.
Right now, I have to be both of us, and I don't have the strength to be Carl. I can't do as many voices. But anyway, we'll pretend Carl's here.
why
Right
is this
now,
happening?
I'm Emily Chase Carl Antonowitz. I've got 4 first names, or 2 first names, and I guess Chase is a first name. Anyway, so Carl, do you want to talk a little bit about what stage 2 is?
So, stage 2, as mentioned before, was a sort of community engagement thing in order to allow, or in order to encourage all of you out there in TV land to live for a little bit more. By which I mean not your own fucking selves, but for the people, animals, and communities that surround you. For fuck's sake. So, the challenges with that were divided into three separate categories. One for Sophocles' sake, namely, how can you, the participant in Operation Hazard Bedlam 4.0, make a difference for the animals in your life, community, and world? 2, stories are the wealth of humanity, which is the title, and not, in fact, just a blanket statement, although it is both. We are a book club. How can you contribute to the cause of literacy in your local community? 3, the sage digs the roots. How can you help build and support your community, by which we mean the people surrounding you? And the environments related thereto. What keeps you rooted here? Why are you alive? And then overall, long theme is carving the future, by which we mean how can you use your creative expression to make a difference in the lives of the people surrounding you? And so the 12 Howlers who were nominated by popular vote amongst their fellows are going to receive a special call out from Pierce Brown on this very fucking live stream, a public announcement of how cool and nice they are, again, on this very live stream, and most importantly, a Howler name. Like, you know how like Clown's name is not actually Clown? And how like the Jackal's name is not actually the Jackal, and how like Darrow's name is not actually Reaper? Kind of like that kind of shit. Anyway, yeah, you could be called Cat Backpack 2, possibly, or Wizard, or Strongback, or Fuckface, or whatever spurts from his febrile mind hole. This could be yours this very night if you were nominated for this particular award by your fellows. And I sure as fuck hope you were, my darlings.
So, Carl, what made what made Hazard Bedlam Stage 2 so special?
So the special things about Hazard Bedlam Stage 2 were teamwork,
generosity,
Dance party.
Artwork.
Cold.
Or twins?
Blood.
Community.
Wheel.
Wheel. And bonding. But you might ask
Bonding?
yourself, okay, but what else?
How did I get here?
Most of all, the thing
thing.
that made it the most special
Most of all.
was the incredible Hazard Bedlam Howlers. It was amazing to work this last month with all of you, to see the ways that you encouraged each other, supported each other, did these amazing outreach projects. I think I and the whole It Escalates team here were so inspired by you. So thank you so much for participating. And all of the Howlers were really impressive, including those nominated as outstanding by their fellow Howlers.
Especially, in fact.
Yeah. So here's a list of everyone who was nominated. We did try reading them all out, but it took like a minute and a half. So
It did take like a minute and a half, if not 2 minutes, because there's a lot of like, you've heard me read things before. There's a lot of like ups and downs with this. There's like rolled R's and everything, and we're not doing that right now. However, please read these names as fast as you humanly can. If you cannot get through all of them, take a screen cap.
all right. So without further ado,
Do that now.
or maybe more ado. We'll find out. We're going to cut back to the Dream Team here, and then we're going to start awarding our laurels. Carl, your camera's still off.
It was on the whole time.
Nope. That's all right. All right, so are you guys ready to learn about the Hazard Bedlam Howlers from Hazard Bedlam 4.0?
I sure as
Because-
shit hope you are, because you're about to.
Let's go.
All right.
And I believe.
Go ahead.
Is my turn?
Not
Oh,
quite.
I said, Carl, your camera is still cut off, so you're just audio only. Apologies, everyone. There's some tech issues here. Thank you.
I'm on my phone here. However,
So,
the
Carl will
first-
be reading out. Let's go, Carl.
All right, yeah, let's fucking go. All right, so the first of our nominees, and by nominees I mean winners of the Howler name, is Baker One. That's she, her. She is nominated for Sweet and Salty Hospitality. She is a brown through and through, always cooking up something wonderful, whether that be beautiful baked goods or kind and thoughtful encouragement to other Howlers. When she ain't busy baking, she is a kick-ass journalist promoting media literacy through her work. This is also one of the winners of the Mateo's Masters of Civility Prize that we awarded last year in Hazard Bedlam 3.0. She's also just really an all-around fucking angel and a cool one as it goes. She's known for uniting Browns to live for more, organizing the Browns to create a video submission featuring a whole bunch of them and how they live for more. It was a sincere fucking delight. Baker One is also known for taking care of a dog that turned out to have epilepsy. She did share how much that has enriched her life. It is a rough go to have a dog who has a lot of problems. And they are also known for carving community. A quote from one of Baker One's fellow Howlers: "She reminds me how important and meaningful even small interactions can be, showing that not everything has to be a grand gesture, but it's the little things that matter too. She inspires me to be kind and spread the love both within and outside the Howler community here on Discord. Make some noise for Baker One."
Woohoo!
Woo!
So, Pierce, here
Ah, Baker One.
is yet another.
What's to say? Yeah, my turn, huh? Passionate, just, defender of the innocent, and a former master of civility from last year. Baker One / Denise, for your congeniality on the killing field of Hazard Bedlam, baking under pressure, and your willingness to defend the gentle, the small, even if you have to make them bigger with tasty, sweet, complex carbohydrate treats. I name thee Bad Buns. It was between Bad Buns and Carbmonger. Bad Buns won.
Maximum congratulations to you, Bad Buns.
Maximum carbs, Bad Buns.
All right,
Bad
are we
Buns.
ready for our next howler?
Yes, we
Let's do it.
are.
Our next howler is none other than the oddly not Canadian Maple, nominated for a strong stomach and a stronger heart. Maple submitted almost every day of Hazard Bedlam 4.0, a total of 20 goddamn times. These included donations to local groups such as the local public broadcast network and food pantry, training to take care of exotic species as a vet, and sharing what she learned, helping advocate for the health and safety of canine police and search and rescue dogs, advocating for rescue raptors, donating blood, which we all should give,
Blood.
and inspiring others. Blood, and inspiring others to follow, and so very, very much more. Jupiter Rose, go ahead and fucking mute. She's also known as the savior to Sophocles. Maple shared her work as a volunteer with the Street Dog Coalition, which brings no-cost veterinary care directly to the pets of people who are homeless or at risk of homelessness. Maple is the embodiment for Sophocles' sake. She posted different and meaningful submissions every day and is helping to spread her knowledge and passion, stewarding the next generation of animal protectors. She's an animal ally. She works as a vet in her daily life, helping animals and the people who love them. She also helps Yellows Unite, coordinating with all the Yellows to create a wonderful group submission video, which highlighted each Yellow who chose to participate and what makes Yellows such an important part of our communities. She also organized the Howler Beach cleanup. Maple worked together with several other Howlers, Homebrew, who came up with the idea, Scalper, Whisper, and Archive, who called themselves Lighthouse Legion. On Saturday, August 16th, 2025, 5 Howlers met for the first time in New Haven, CT, US, to help a local organization clean up a stretch of beach. For 2 hours, they picked up every conceivable piece of trash from the shoreline. So this is Maple. My dear Pierce, will you not bestow upon her that which is so rightly hers?
Yeah, I warred with this one. Do I tell it in Sevro's voice, or do I give her something that she can use in the real world with these people? Because Maple is intelligent. Maple is supportive. Maple is also a former master of civility. Maple is a mother and a Yellow in the real world, friend to our furry friends. Maple, the support of your fellow Howlers in the trenches of Operation Hazard Bedlam, your fathomless depth of knowledge, and your humility in displaying it, and in passing that lesson on to your kids, and your work as a healer of our furry real-world companions, I decided to name you Maven. It's not what Severo would have named you, but it's what you get because I named you. Maven it is.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah to Maiden. All hail Maiden. Maven.
Before
Not
we
Maiden. Sorry.
To the next
Maven, not Maiden. Yeah.
Did I say Maiden multiple times? Oops.
Just a quick aside
It's
here
all
before we
good.
get back into the next name here. For anyone just joining, we are currently reading out the dubbed Howler names from Pierce Brown of all of the Howlers who participated in Stage 2 of Hazard Bedlam on our Discord and participated in community projects. So that's what's happening. All these folks did some amazing community projects, worked together to really make some good happen in the world. So if you're confused, that's what's happening right now. Live streams
And
are
we
wild.
we appreciate your enthusiasm for these humans who have tried to make their communities a better place.
We do.
If you are looking for the official reveal of what all is about to be coming up on the You Are Not Getting a Red God update, if you are looking for the official announcement of what we've been teasing for over the course of the past month, you missed it. You may have to find this video on YouTube later on.
Or just head to shit-s.com.
All right,
That's
are
the other
we
option.
ready for the next Howler name
Moving on.
ceremony?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so next up is Exclaim.
Exclaim, who was nominated for a jubilant spirit and extensive Pachelbel knowledge. Being friendly and making connections is the glue that holds our communities together in a social media world filled with negativity. She is a bright, shining light of hope. She's an educational vigilante for stories on the wealth of humanity. The week two literacy theme, Exclaim, made cards which give clear and fun instructions on early learning projects. That's learning for very young people that anyone can do, and left them around her town. She's a Montessori mentor. She started and ran a Montessori school that helped teach over 140 students. Her love of learning and teaching and her kindness and exuberance really shine through in all her interactions, and you can tell she loves being a teacher. She loves seeing her students grow and their genuine love for each other and for those around her. It brought her so much joy. She's kind as a creative. She shares a sense of whimsy and fun in everything she does. She constantly and genuinely reaches out to engage others and make them feel special. She also loves having themed birthday parties, which looks like a whole lot of fun. As you can see, the image of her dressed as an Alphonse Mucha painting there in the center. Exclaim also made a little bird information card each day for a week and left them around her town to educate the folks in her general community about the avian wildlife that populates their trees and air. So, this educational vigilante has more than earned her Howler name from you, Howler One. If you'd be so kind as to bestow it upon her now.
Eccentric, outgoing, hilarious, passionate to boot, and a howler who will reach out at very weird hours just to touch base and support you. Exclaim for your delightful information card, your dedication to making this fun experience for everyone, your obsession with birds, and your plucky desire to make all your fellow howlers feel right at home, and sharing your passion. Passion so limitless and might as well have wings. You are named Bowerbird. For those of you who don't know, bowerbirds collect a lot of cool looking things to make their nest.
That one's adorable. I
It's
love
Please,
it.
please do stand up.
I really should
and
let people
be
know what their several names are after this.
Uh-oh.
That's a separate award.
Severo after hours.
Please do. Separate after hours. Please do stand up and make some fucking noise for Bowerbird.
All right, are we ready for our next howler?
Yeah, I guess it's like, yeah. All right, great. All right, so our next contestant winner is Atomos Libros, aka Tyler. Tyler was nominated for having the strength of both body and spirit. Tyler donated 103 fucking books. These are print books. You lot. Over 4.5 days to 13 little free libraries, walking 13 miles in the process. The man is the Hercules of little free libraries. He's a literary emissary. And no, seriously, 103 books. A puzzle philanthropist, Tyler was super active and helpful in sending puzzle pieces to other howlers so that they could complete their puzzles. His favorite animal is a sheet ghost, which I guess is like a dude under a sheet with eye holes cut out. His submission to Hazard Bedlam 4.0 inspired many for their energy and commitment to in-person tangible change. Atomos Su Libros was also super friendly and engaged throughout the entirety of the Hazard Bedlam 4.0, Stage 2.0 process. Please, Pierce, give this man what he deserves.
I think we can do that. You're steadfast, you're determined, and you're creative in midst of conflict and under the gaze of generals. Atamos Su Libros for your steady nerves, your defense of your homeland's energy infrastructure, little nod to your real life, your ability to communicate with a mere stare, and especially for the project which got you nominated, the donation of 100 books. We're gonna name you Centurion.
Ooh, that's a great name.
I know. I like that. I wish that was my
Yeah,
nickname.
that's a really
Be a great one. Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
This is what
You don't get to
I'm
choose
sure
your
this is what
nickname, badass
everybody called you.
motherfucker. Yeah, he got a good one. You like that.
All right. So, make some noise for Centurion.
All right, are we ready for our
Right,
next
great.
howler?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. It's Gorgon Katie. Um, Gorgon Katie was nominated for an unrelenting will for good. She promoted teaching kids the importance of love and respect for animals. She participates in fundraisers for cancer research. She donates anonymously and volunteers for many different projects: meal donations, medical expenses, meal trains, watching kids, little free libraries. She supports local stores, including indie bookshops, which indeed are the thing that keeps reading alive. Um, Gorgon Katie was known for acts of altruism, donating the things under the acts of altruism tag right there, sprinkling pop open affirmation cards around the community. She left them in kids' lunches around the preschool, in little free libraries, posted them on bulletin boards, and sent some in the mail. She is committed to learning to love the parts of herself she finds hardest to love. She's a Sophocles supporter. For as long as she can remember, she's been slightly obsessed with foxes and donated to 2 local fox rescues. Yiff. She is a cat champion and has both adopted cats and donated to cat shelters. She's promoted many other ways of support, including volunteering. Howler one, what do you got for Gorgon Katie?
Well, adaptable, productive, and always on the move. Gorgon Katie, for your small, meaningful gestures to your community, your commitment to pollinating your fellow howlers with positivity, and your services as Hazard Bedlam's like unofficial hype woman, stoking enthusiasm to a happy buzz. You are named hereby as Bumblebee.
Oh, she is going to transform into a Volkswagen Bug. And I
Nope.
love that. But also, like Bumblebee was a Volkswagen Bug in the original Transformers
Was
series.
it?
Anyway,
That's deep cut, Carl. Deep cut.
yeah, that was it. That was a deep cut. Sorry.
As you go.
Anyway, thank you. Delightful, Pierce. What an amazing name to have received. Also, the pollination thing. That's great. Anyway, next up, we got Elizabeth, aka Pioneer Sugar. So Pioneer Sugar, or Just Sugar, was nominated for literary leadership and glowing kindness. She is a teacher of little kids, went back and talked to some of her former students and found out what they were reading now and made a video about that. It's charming as all fuck. She is involved in a lifelong impact of learning. Her passion for education and the positivity she brings to her students, her kindness, positivity, and enthusiasm shows in her Operation Hazard Bedlam entry. Plus, her video with the kids telling which book they are reading is adorable. Sugar is one of the kindest people you are likely to have met in the Howler community. She is interested in others, always ready to say something kind. She also remembers very well what's going on with other folks and is always quick to say something supportive. She is also a hatchling helper. Elizabeth and her kid learned about birds together because of these nestlings at right that are in their flower basket. Emily, what were these? What were these birds? Do you remember?
I sure don't, but they are very cute.
And they are very, very small. And small things need our help the most, don't they? PB, what do you got for Elizabeth, aka Pioneer Sugar?
The creative, communal, and a teacher bites right. And Sugar Elizabeth for connecting students and creating an infrastructure to lead them to ideas and books, for deciphering the puzzles around you and helping others decipher, and for being the arch crochet master of the Howlers and an artist at heart. I named thee Spindle. It was going to be Arachne, but then Arachne, has in Ovid's Metamorphosis has a rather sad fate, and she's a lesson about hubris. So Spindle is far more the positive name that I think you deserve.
Absolutamente. So make some noise in your own respective spaces for the Howler Spindle.
Hell yeah, Spindle.
Hail Spindle.
Hell yeah, Spindle!
All right, are we ready for the next Howler on the list?
I'm ready. Are you?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Sick. All right. Next up, we got Sweets, nominated for both mastery of cooking and kindness. He is a person who savors his community. He is an unsurprising sweetheart. He may try to yeet you into a volcano, but he does have a heart of gold. His humor and energy and his way of bringing people together, not only to collaborate, but also through baking, sharing his tasty goods, and teaching others new recipes. He is a howler feastmaker, working with 32 different howlers to create a cookbook filled with comfort recipes close to howler hearts. So these things are like boiled horse meat or whatever. He's also continually questing for redemption after Pierce's egregious snub of him in during the last bacchanal when Pierce stated that he did not like Sweets, which must have been heartbreaking for the man. Sweets the human has been looking for redemption ever since praying at the altar of the Red God. Pierce,
Red God mentioned. Red God
Have you-
mentioned.
Red
Okay.
God mentioned, oh my God, yeah, that's going off.
Oh my God. It's all right. So creative, peaceful, and on this quest for redemption. Baker of chains, Sweets, for your labors in writing kick-ass Red Rising Howler cookbook, for sending me and my crew at Lit Escalates delicious cookies when we were doing our signing, and for the fact that last year I said I don't really like Sweets and you took it personally all fucking year. I named thee Savory. Hail Savory. Baker of chains.
Savory!
Hail Savory!
Break the chains!
Great.
Okay, so
I
without...
hope you're not too salty about that, Sweets.
Hey.
Next year, if you come back Savory, you might be umami.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We're getting the whole
Ooh,
flavor,
mommy.
the whole flavor profile. All right, are we ready for our next Howler?
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. This is Jessica, aka Pegasus Pegasi. Jessica was nominated for Strength and Compassion in Hard Times. Her compassion and community through heartbreak inspired us because she shared her story of grief and compassion. After her own painful experiences, she decided to help others by volunteering with an organization that supports people having the same experience. It is a thing that will rip your fucking heart out of your chest. Jessica lives for more, even though they experienced loss of what mattered to her the most. Literally what Darrow did. He is a groundwater guardian working to return land used for World War II practice bombings to usable land, free from contamination. That means unexploded ordnance. That means heavy metal contamination. That means a variety of things that were fired into the dirt here in the United States. And she's also been known to exhibit maternal mettle because being a mom, and your mom included, is strong and metal as all fucking hell. So, Mr. Pierce, what do you got for Jessica, aka Pegasus Pegasi?
Optimistic. Team player and a force for love in your community, especially this community. Pegasus Pegasi, Jessica. For your ability to touch others by sharing your own hardships and promoting positivity in the Howler community, and for believing that others are essentially good until they prove otherwise. I named thee Brightside.
Miss Brightside over here. Please make some noise
Hail
in your respective
Brightside.
spaces. Hail Brightside.
I wish we could queue up a
Next
killer's
up.
track right now. I've got it playing.
And I'm falling asleep, and she's calling a cab. But as I'm placing that call, here comes our next howler, Mac. Mac was nominated for fortitude and dedication to making a difference. They submitted 21 separate times every single fucking day. You can tell that Mac has a big heart and is a passionate howler. In addition to her weekly stories inspiring others to live for more, she has offered kind words and feedback to other submissions. She sets the stage through selflessness. She's a theatrical stage manager who shares her knowledge with her students. She's a scholarship supporter, donating to other teaching artists. She's an environ mentor. You got that?
I laugh.
Thank you. For her Hazard Bedlam, she took her family to do a trash cleanup in the desert, which they have made a routine practice. They love the desert and all the little homies that live there, and this is one little way that they can help them. She's also a community advocate, so thoughtful, and all of her submissions showed how much she cares about the people that live near her. So, Mr. Brown, please dub upon Mac her
Idealistic.
howler.
Oh no, we got this. Idealistic, enthusiastic, empathetic, theatrical. Mac, for your outreach during this Hazard Bedlam, for your background in theater, for your idealism, humanism, and fundamental belief in humanity's capacity to work together to achieve miracles. Special shout out to the Apollo program. I named thee Cicero.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is good.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. So, all hail Cicero. Cicero?
All hail Cicero.
All right.
All
are
hail
It'd be a great name
Cicero.
for a cat as well. I want to
That would
meet
be
a
a great
cat
name.
named Cicero.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Does
wouldn't it be
anybody, hey,
amazing?
chat, does anyone have a cat named Cicero? If not, now's your
Yeah,
moment.
Chad, you got that?
All right.
Now's the time to mention your cat. Anyway,
Are we ready for our last, but very much not least, final howler?
I think we have two still.
I think we have a few more.
Oh my god, I
We have
can't
three,
count.
yeah.
Well,
Oh my god.
that's my bad.
Oops.
Oh my god.
Oh.
We actually have 3 more. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, three
Sorry
more.
for the jump scare, Obsidian scarred. You're safe for now. Oh my lord.
For now.
All right, are we ready for our third to last howler?
Our penultimate.
There we go.
Howler.
We all need editors. Yeah.
This is Brittany, aka BB Coo. That's a WV. She was nominated for fostering joy and community. She inspires me to get more involved in my community. Helping neighbors is so important. For if we do not have each other, we have nothing. She is a howler hype woman. They've been very kind and supportive of everyone else in the chat. They work with a nonprofit that assists with helping other health-based programs as their grant guide. They are a artistic altruist, having made all of these beautiful fucking bookmarks, etc., etc. Exhibited in the center image here, and is a charity champion, having given away thousands of dollars worth of items to ensure those who need said items can receive them. With the really, really free market, if you do not have a really, really free market in your community, you need to fucking start one, because they are one of the only things that hold us all up. PB, what do you got for Brittany, aka BB Coof?
BB Cooten. Resourceful, scrappy, hilarious. Brittany, for your 3D printing that you've done to fuel enthusiasm for Hazard Bedlam and your fellow Howlers, for encouraging creativity during this whole process, and for the fact that you are always cackling. I name thee Aardwolf, which is another word for hyena. Your favorite animal.
Brittany.
Which we really must
Aardwolf.
assess, Brittany. We really must assess that.
Hyenas are cool as hell.
Here's you and I can talk about some interesting things about female hyenas at a later point.
We'll do that on the Severo after hours. We need to have like a
Yeah, so
martini lounge type environment, like late
yeah, I just
night
need to.
cable, Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely like a.
Maybe
We got
maybe that's
somebody
a
playing
Patreon
piano
perk
in the
we could
back.
have, Carl.
We got to get some of
Yeah,
we
those.
do
maybe this
this.
Patreon perk. We get you liquor, some knives, see what happens.
We got to get some of those cool smoking jackets for everyone. It's gonna be pretty good.
I think I've actually got
I'd love one. I'd
Beats
love
company
one. I'd want like a Minotaur inspired one.
Ooh,
Anyway,
that's a
shouts
business
to
expense.
Brittany, aka Ogvosh. What a fucking mensch.
All right, are we
Someone
ready
just
for
in the
our?
chat said
Lord here tonight?
Lorne Hub. I think we need to rename the project Late Night Hours Lorne Hub.
We can do
Whoever
both.
said that's hilarious.
Pierce, don't make me
Lord
hire.
is very good. All right.
We don't can't hire a
Hey,
lawyer.
the chat said it. Just highlighting the
Coming
chat.
up next.
We got to get a real PR
Coming up
manager
next, we
one of
got-
these days. All right, are we ready?
It ain't me. All right, coming up next, we got Buck. Her name is Buck, and she came for Community. She was nominated for the exceptional rootedness amongst roots. She is a protector of the wild, a wilderness warden, absolute fucking badass, sharing skill set of doing everything without motorized equipment, cutting down trees, moving heavy materials, splitting rocks, drilling holes, all done the old-fashioned way without gasolina. In wilderness areas where power tools are not allowed. She is a disaster battler, supporting when disaster strikes, like the 1999 Busta Rhymes album, which is all about helping out community and other people. It costs a lot of time and energy, and it's also mentally draining. She truly fulfills the ethos and her theme. She is a forest fire supporter, which is to say that she is not supporting forest fires, but supporting people who are fighting against said. She works with locals in the community to assist during forest fire season, both with controlled burns and larger fires. Controlled burns are one of the most important things you can do to prevent huge fucking wildfires. So, Mr. Brown, Howler 1, what do you got for Buck?
Well, we all wish we could be as brave as Buck. We all wish we could be as adventurous as Buck. Buck, Italia, for your badass labor in the front lines of forest fires across the U.S. on behalf of your community and conservation corps, and because of the journey that you have been on through physical inferno and through your own questions about the meaning of life to find your purpose, I name you Dante.
All hail Dante!
Hell yeah!
Oh, hell.
Hell yeah. Lead us through.
I haven't been
Fucking
jealous
great.
of any of these yet, but I am jealous of that name.
It's pretty sick.
Dante's a ringer. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Are we
We've
actually ready for our final howler?
Yes,
There we go.
are. We
Ready
didn't
whenever
forget
you are, Em.
about Scarred.
Let's go.
This, our final howler to be awarded a howler name this evening, is Obsidian Scarred, nominated for Renegade Generosity. Guy is just gonna give you shit, whether or not you're ready for it. We've seen this howler supporting many other howlers in the Collabo Clubhouse by offering to send out extra game pieces they may need and dropping them in the mail, even though they already completed their puzzles and needed nothing in return. Their kindnesses have big impacts. They donate food and clothing to local shelters and outreach programs. They are a lake caretaker. We are blown away by their dedication to cleaning up Lake Superior, which is one of the great lakes in these United States. This is not a one-time thing, but a consistent way of giving back to his community and all the humanals, the humans and animals living there. They're a pollinator protector, planted a pollinator-friendly garden to save the bees, which are, of course, in quite a lot of danger. They are also a service dog trainer. He's been working with his kids to train his service dog, equipping both the pup and the children with essential life skills. Mr. Brown, please award this man a knighthood. or a howler.
Brave.
hood, I guess.
A howler hood, a hood, a wolf hood. Yeah,
Right.
a wolf
Yeah,
hood.
yeah, put a wolf hood on him.
Wolf hood. All right. So brave, detective, standing at 6'2", 180 pounds, all teddy bear. Obsidian scarred / Benjamin for your generosity. Trading extra puzzle pieces with other howlers, for helping out anyone around you, for garbage pickups, volunteering, and all the small things you do, giving out your own energy to others, and for your passion and spending time with your two boys and cherishing them above all else. I name thee All Father.
Ooh, All Father. Holy shit.
All
I just-
Father. Well, it was all Daddy, but All Father.
That's for several
Yeah,
after
that's you.
several after hours. The
All-
Lorne Hub.
All Poppy. All Poppy.
All hail,
That's the
all
Lord.
Father.
It's gonna stick.
All right. So, I just want to thank everyone
Delightful.
who took part in both stage 1 and stage 2 of Hazard Bedlam. It's been such an honor and privilege to be your master of ceremonies for the Discord section, and to be your email goblin for everyone else. But I'd love to turn it over here again to Joel and Pierce to just say a few more words, and then we can release you back into the wild.
Oh, well, I'll let Pierce sign off, but just before I do that, thank you so much for supporting all of our absolute shit escalating chaos here at Lit Escalates. We don't mean to create chaos; it just sort of happens, and we absolutely love each and every one of you for participating in that chaos. The heart of everything we do is about community, and watching this community grow has been an absolute joy. So thank you for participating. Thank you for being a part of it. And thank you for loving Red Rising. Pierce.
Yeah. Echo that. Absolute privilege to see this community give back to the communities around us. And also thank you for supporting Lit Escalates and allowing us to build inter-council community. I feel as though from both sides, more life gets breathed into the Red Rising world. Now I'm going to sign off. Thank you for joining us, and go back to my cave so Rider Boy can go back to what he does and write Red God. Okay. And you'll get Red God when I like it and think it's good. I don't think it's good right now. So do you want it done or do you want it good? Appreciate your patience. Love you all.
Thanks, everyone.